Maharaj, you see, Ram Krishna ki jai, Radha Govinda ki jai. So, your name then, the meaning of the name is one whose guru's bhakti is one's only refuge. So you're the one who Prabhupada's bhakti, internal bhakti, for you, that is your refuge, your place of residence. There you reside. Okay? Is that good enough? So, your name is Bhakti Abhaya Ashrama Maharaja. Bhakti Abhaya Ashrama Maharaja. So, Abhaya, of course, is the name for that Prabhupada kept. It was given from his father, and it was given again in his initiation by his guru, the same name. And he kept the name even after getting sannyas by calling himself A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. A.C. means Abhay Charan. So the name represents Prabhupada. Bhakti, of course, is Bhakti, so the Bhakti of Abhay. And you know much about what that is. Ashrama Maharaj has written a book about that. It's called Oh My Friend. So this is about the bhakti of Prabhupada, that is his only refuge. Ashram means refuge, my shelter, my asylum, the heritage, or the hermitage, I should say, the hermitage, as I said earlier, of the heart. So it's a nice name, and of course it also means, Abhay means fearless. Abhay Charan means at whose feet one is fearless. This is Prabhupada's name, and it carries also into his inner life, Abhay name, but it means fearless. So one who brings fearlessness to the ashram. It's a bit of a scary place to think of living there forever and so forth. So it's been some time that Babru has been thinking about this. He's been a householder previously for over 30 years in a very good marriage. Almost 40 years. Has a very good marriage with two beautiful daughters, and they have children of their own now and so forth. His wife is a wonderful devotee. I knew her as far back as 40 years ago also. And I don't know, about 5 years ago or something, or 6 years ago, I suggested to Maharaj, Ashrama Maharaj, that he should take sannyas, and it very much was entered into his heart, that idea, and he's been cultivating that and pursuing that, preparing himself for a number of times, coming to the ashram, staying for some time, getting a little scared, and going back, and it's a big step, and. We have experience even of others preaching to him about how he should do it and so forth, then finding themselves in a similar position and thinking, "Whoa, I don't know, this is not so easy." So anyway, he's fearless in this, fearless in his ashram, fearless in the sannyasa ashram, and he should bring fearlessness to all of the young residents of our ashrams, our monasteries. By his example, and help them to appreciate the inside of it. You know, it's a little intimidating with me and Nitai here shouting out orders, or Audarya Leela, you know, at the command of the chain gang down there in Madhuvan. You know, the story is about the devil who met a guy up top here, and he was promoting that hell had been given a bad name. And so he said, "Look, I tell you what, you come on down, try it out. You don't have to stay, and see for yourself." So the guy took him up on it. He went down to hell. Sure enough, it was a pretty nice place. He was at poolside. They were bringing him martinis and whatnot, and he was just enjoying himself. And every now and then the devil would come by, and he'd say, "You know, you're right. They gave you a bad rap up there. This place is great. It's just fantastic." So after a while, the devil said, "Hey, look, why don't you stay on if you like it so much? He said, where do I sign? I mean, So he signed his name, and after he signed his name, a contract to stay there, the devil said, okay, well, see you later. And then some henchmen came in and dragged him out and put him into the fire and so forth. And he said, what's going on? It's Satan, devil, what's going on? What happened here? And so then he said, you guys must have had it wrong. Talk to Satan. And so they said, no, we got it right. And Satan came along and he said, Satan, what's going on? Where's the pool? And he said, oh, that's only for the guests. And so when you move into the, you come here and you visit, it's real nice, But if you sign on, then it's heavy. You gotta be, as Puja Sridhar was saying yesterday in the reading, we said it's divine slavery, and it doesn't stop. It's not just 2 or 3 days, it's every day, day and night, and so forth. But it's the outer side looks a little bit terrifying, but inside it is anandamoy. It is full of joy. You give yourself a full saber like this, then all joy. No fear means no anxiety. The whole world is pervaded by some fear. We are all suffering, and I mentioned it last night, from some anxiety. So this kind of commitment that Ashrama Maharaja has taken, this is the end of all anxiety. So we all encourage him in this, and we all hope to learn much from him, from his learned discourse and good example. Ashram Bhakti Abhaya Ashrama Maharaja ki jai. Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Gaur Premanandi.